I am. Here I am. Share. Okay. Let's see what I can do here. Drop my paint. What? It's not dark enough. Yeah. Hello. I'm shaking my paint right now. Shake, 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 shake. Can you hear me? Mr. Wizard. Awesome. Sweet. All right. So, taking some of your advice, I'm going to go back in with some dark purple. I got Night Sky Indigo. Darky dark. This is going to be difficult for me because... Oh, that's not dark enough. This is going to be very difficult for me because I am farsighted and I can't see minis without looking at a magnifying glass through a magnifying glass. So this is going to be fun. I have just above and to the right of the camera lenses on my phone is my magnifying glass with the light. So I'm kind of hoping with the mini here, if I lean to the left a little bit, I can kind of see through it. So, yeah, I could try a sideways camera. Heck, since you're the only one here, I could try it now. That's actually a pretty good shot. You can see that really well, can't you? At least I can on my computer because I'm looking at it on my computer too. She doesn't currently have a head. Earlier this week, I bumped into my desk and she's been sitting on this this pill bottle sculpt for months now. And I bumped my desk and she fell off and the head broke off, which, if I'm being honest, I'm not mad about it because I can glue it back on, but it also gives me an opportunity to paint it separately because it's a kind of a detailed head. There's a lot going on with it. Because she's got this really cool hair and there's a bit of fabric that comes down under her chin. That is all part of the head piece. So that's her head right there. Yeah. Yeah, that thing in her arm, she's holding a mask. I had an option for her to hold a mask or for her arm from the elbow forward to be a bat wing. I opted for the mask because I'm a glutton for punishment. Now I have to paint two faces. So, yeah. I am going to add just a splotch of black to that purple because it's not really dark enough for what I want. So I just got regular old Vallejo Model Air. I'm getting better with skin tones, actually, because I forgot that I had this flesh wash, and I used this on the undead guys from Hero Quest that I painted last week before. And that really helped me out a lot. So just a boop black, boop. Maybe I'm running out just a tiny bit. I don't want it to get too dark. Cables and cords and crap everywhere. Yeah, that's nice. So we're picking your brain for a minute. Since I'm going to be doing layers and layers and layers and glazing, I do have a glazing medium. I haven't used it because I usually just use water. What do you suggest? This stuff here. Purely preference, yeah. Yeah, because so far on this, I did a dark base coats and have just been glazing up with thinned out with water over and over. It's a special effect. Hello, welcome. How is everybody? Um, how does that a special effect? I don't understand. Make it crackly. Oh yeah, no, I don't want that. But good to know. Hmm. I can use that for other things. I may put that on the mask. Ooh, I think that's a good idea. Unless it curls up. See, same idea. Right, exactly on the mask. So it doesn't does it like peel up like the texture paints do that Citadel makes, or does it just crack? Just like with just like some lines in it. Doesn't peel up depending on what you use, just little lines. Okay, cool. Good to know. Awesome. Okay, so I just added a bunch of water. This is like really, really runny now. I don't know if you can see because it's not in focus. If I move some stuff out of the way, you see how it's like super runny. All right, so I'm clean off my brush, whisk off a little bit, and geez, this is gonna be hard. Really hard. Oh, I can't see it all. Hmm. Jeez. sure. That's really throwing me off. But okay, I'm trying. Okay, yeah. I may just stick to doing builds live, but problem is the beginning part of the build for the dungeon walls that I did last week, I wasn't able to use any of that for the full build video that I want to post. Um, I may just scrap doing lives altogether. I don't know. What I do know is that while this actually looks really good to my eyes with all of my bright lights and everything on, um, not so much um, on the table because watching something somebody said the other day, and it was maybe it was Miniac. They said something along the lines of, "When you think you're done highlighting, you're not. Go more." Um, because it's not going to show up in a regular table setting. Even though I have different plans for this model, I don't play Age of Sigmar. Um, so I am going to build a small kind of castle-ish diorama display for her at some point. But I gotta finish painting her first. Okay, this color works really well on the purple there. I like that. Not too keen on it here though, especially since this is part of what I was talking about, streams being different skill sets videos. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Um, last week's stream was easy because I could just set my camera up facing me because I was just cutting and playing with foam. I didn't need to show anything close up. But see, now you can see like how bad of a painter I really am. I am whisking off excess moisture off the brush. Jeez, the other thing too is that it's this is like right in the way of the brush handle. Yeah, yeah, I know how glazing works, you silly goose. Getting right in there. Oh crap. Yeah, I just want to darken things down. Yeah. All right. Well, it turns out I really don't need to be seeing super duper close for this because, I can see where the lines are and just playing with these shadows. And I don't mind this being something that takes forever to do. I'm in no hurry. Yep, let the sculptor do the talking. Sometimes the details are so teeny tiny that I do need a magnifying glass, and um, luckily I don't need that for this part. So, um, I don't know. Yeesh, that don't look good at all. A no mesk. Now I need like one of those right over your head, flippy things that goes over your eyes. You know, God, that looks awful. I don't like that at all. Not on the red. Um, nope. So I am gonna fix that with this. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I don't like I said that I what I've got done so months ago, and I didn't take notes as to what colors I used or what I know that I started with Hull Red, Tamiya Hull Red, which is almost brown. That was what I started with on her skirt, the dress, and started building up from there. And I know how I think. So Abomination Gore would have been the next one. So that's when I'm going to go with that. And if it's wrong, then I'll just throw it in the trash. Yeah, I'm mostly familiar with the paints that I have, especially the ones that I use a lot because I don't use all of them a lot. Um, all of them that I specifically bought, I remember and use. There are others that were gifted to me that I don't use as much. All of the MSP Reaper paints, those were a gift, and because somebody I knew had extras. Me, um, I don't use them as much. Some of them I do. All right, see if we can fix this then. All right. I'm finding it much harder to keep talking uh, while painting. I think because I have to concentrate a bit more. Doing a build live stream, it was a lot easier because a lot of that was repetitive. I was making 18 walls and I was just doing the same motions and stuff over and over and over. And I could just kind of turn my brain off and just babble. It's a little better. You have more confidence in me than I do. Hmm. Gurren Lagann. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. This is right. So I don't know. You know what I'm doing. Okay, so explain to you. I know I get what you're getting at. Um, right. So what I'm doing is using a technique called glazing to put very thin, very faint layers of paint on the model. Um, I had done most of the red already, but decided that I needed more in the way of shade and highlights. So that's what I'm doing today on the skirt. Um, I went in with some darker purple on the dress there, the back of the dress, to darken the shade color. But because I'm having a hard time seeing what I'm doing, um, I kind of made a mess of it. So now I am fixing it by glazing in some darker red around the edges And I'm finding that I'm also kind of running it along some of the highlighted spots too because it's working for that. How'd I do? Wise guy. I know. To get me talking. I know. Laughing at 10 would listen again. Great. Would you like me to repeat that all? Whatever you want to talk about, keep it going. Okay, yeah. Um, right. So this model, Lady Annika, the Thirsting Blade, is from Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Um, I don't play Age of Sigmar, like at all. Um, I picked up this model a while back when I was in my local hobby store. I think I was buying. I was there for something else. Let's just, I was there for something else, and I don't remember what. But I saw this sitting on the shelf, and I'm like, that is a really cool sculpt. I really like that. So I picked it up, not knowing exactly what I was going to do, and I am obviously not following the box art colors, because I'm a rebel like that. Um, yeah. So we already went over why she's headless. And I do want to say though, the parts here, um, towards the end of her dress, the, uh, the choice I'm making the choice of leaving these dark rather than doing highlights, because stylistically, I like the idea of the further something the further something is away from her, like the darker it's going to be, like kind of like she's kind of like slipping out of the shadows. Um, and I think it's going to work for the planned diorama that I have, well, the idea that I have anyway. Yeah, I want to leave that dark. All right, so I'm actually using the camera to see how I'm doing here because my eyes are so poorly. Purple and dark. Yeah, yeah. Purple and red. Yep. Um, I keep it really good. Yeah, yeah. So the idea that I have is for her. Um, you know how God, I can't even think. I'm so tired. In, old old mansions and castles in, well, in Europe. Hi, European. Um, I maybe even here in America too. Um, like when you go in through the big front doors, you would have like, and they'd be like a big, huge area. Like I see this stuff in TV and movies all the time. I've never actually been in a building that looks like this. Yeah, resident castle expert. So there'd be like a central staircase that goes up, and then to a landing, and then the stairs go off side to side. You know, I was thinking of building something like that and having her standing on that first landing, and then making it look all stony and gothic and, uh, you know, Castle Ravenlofty kind of. I think this is okay for now. Yeah, well, we'll see how well I do building it. Um, what do you think? I'm going to put in more red highlight, a lighter shade than I'm working with right now. Building stuff I'm good at. Painting stuff not so much. I think I'll probably either save the build video for later on if I get more subscribers and more people watching, or decide to start a Patreon and maybe make it a Patreon exclusive or something like that. I don't know. Because for the channel, I do kind of still want to stick to game related things, and as long as she's not attached to a diorama, she's still technically a game piece, right? Okay. I keep hitting boom arm. Ugh. Subscriber reward. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I mean, for now, I'm sticking to building terrain for other games. My Dungeon Crafting Basics series, of which next Tuesday is going to be the Dungeon Walls. So make sure you choose like, share, subscribe, and watch that one. Hee hee har. Um, and then I've got all of the Hero Quest minis to paint, and I'm going to do all of the minis that come with Mansions of Madness, which is a super fun game. Hello, new people. Talking a lot makes my throat itchy and scratchy. Have you, Anonymous? You should be painting your Hero Quest. Even if they are the old junky models, paint them anyway. So I'm just doing some glazing with shadows and highlights on Lady Annika's dress here today. Nothing ridiculously fancy. Yeah, I know it's the originals. You've told me. List want to replicate the look of the art cards. Well, that's a cool idea. Yikes. Yeah, shelf. Okay. I've got so much paint. I ordered a bunch of new stuff from my pile. Nothing to help me paint it. Yeah, we're here. I think we're all in the same boat. And that is why I stay away from conventions. Far, far away. I like to think of mine as a pile of opportunity. Because for me, each model is an opportunity to try something different or new or exciting because, yeah. Okay, so model color to flat red. It's a bit brighter than the red I've been using. So I'm going to use this to work on some highlight layers. Well, you can always ship it to your friendly neighborhood wizard. He would be happy to paint up all that stuff for you. Actually, no, it's not salmon pink. It's the lights are being wonky with the video. This is just red, 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 red. It's really just red. It's not salmon pink. That's a good idea. Get in there, dust that stuff off. See what you got. So here's a crazy thing. Um, the brushes that I'm using today are super cheap pieces of junk that came with super cheap piece of junk paints that I bought not that long ago. And they're actually holding up much better than expensive brushes I own. So now I'm just hitting the high points with this brighter shade, like her butt. I'm gonna try to stay closer to her waist with this color. I still want it to go darker the further away it goes. Yeah. So, what's everybody here paint? We Warhammer junkies, D&D, whatever. Yes, she really does have that sassy pose. That's why I kind of like it. Remember D&D, Trench Crusade, Conquest, Turnip 28, Necropolis. Yeah, Turnip 28's pretty. Trench Crusade is pretty cool. I've been building some terrain for that recently. I do want to get my hands on some Napoleonic era uh, models because I do want to do some Turnip 28 conversions. I think that would be a heck of a lot of fun. There was a company, what was it called? War Games Atlantic. They sell stuff that, but recently their online stock has been not there. I mean, they don't have a whole lot and not as much as they used to, which is a shame. Figures and terrain for Death Wizards, Night Goblins, and Black Templars. Oh, and Hero Quest. Hero Quest, yay! Cool. How is Death Wizards? I've been thinking about picking that up. I like the idea behind it. Skaven Plague monk bodies with historical musket arms and printed. That sounds wicked cool. Yeah, that sounds really nice, Anon. I like that idea. Oh, it has a solo mode. Oh, that's cool. All right, I definitely got to pick it up because I don't always have people to play with. Um, ah, great. Drop my brush. Yeah. Um, two guys, Vince and Adam. They're really good with making games that are miniature agnostic because those are the games they like to play too. People just the idea was that lowest rank of the initiates wearing ragged clothes and support. Yeah. That all sounds really cool. Possible some commander minis that I've ordered. Mostly paint them to build a RP list. Awesome. That sounds awesome. I am unfortunately playing less games now than I used to because all my free time tends to be sucked up doing stuff for this YouTube channel, which is fine. It's fun because it's forcing me to paint and build more than I used to. I'm kind of grateful for that. It's helping. I saw that somebody had mentioned ADHD earlier, and hey, yeah, me too. Metalcast priest models for the list toadies, yeah. There's 2 behind the scenes at least. Yep. Yeah, making videos for YouTube is can be a painful process sometimes. It certainly takes a lot of time. As I also record audiobooks. Don't let how I sound right now make you laugh. But I do, and for that, it's like hour of actual recorded book you get. It's 3 to 4 hours of work. So a lot goes into it. Um, yeah, I like metal minis more so than plastic, believe it or not. Is even painting them, they got a certain heft to them that my hands like. And I tend to, if once I start working on a metal mini, I tend to like uh keep going with it. I don't know. It brings me more enjoyment than plastic. Although, plastics are good too. Nothing wrong with that. Um, like for instance, these where are they? I had a whole bunch of metal orcs from I think 2000. I painted these guys up last year as like a whole squad of them. And once I got rolling on them, I couldn't stop because it was just holding them, turning them around to get them all painted and everything. It's a different sensory experience for me that I actually enjoy. And yeah, these kind of look like junk because this was like kind of a speed paint over the weekend. This one is a bit more. I'm trying to be a bit more detailed with it because she's going in a diorama. She won't be a playing piece. I know orcs have feelings too. Yeah, sure. What am I gonna do? I want my darkest yellow. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. This is the darkest yellow that I have. Um, I'm gonna try to up that flat red a little bit more. I'm probably gonna ruin the whole mini doing this, but we'll see. I need to get one of those electric shakers. Oh God, that's gross. It's plugged. Bring a sec. This bottle's plugged. My handy dandy unplugger paperclip. Come on. That might be too much. No, at worst you learn something, and they just paint plastic, right? 5-minute crafts each yard. Vortex. Um, Vortex in reference to what? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, okay. Bottle shaker. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I'll look into that. Okay, so some Phoenix Flame to this flat red with the idea of brightening up the red a little bit. And wouldn't you know, yellow and red make orange. So I'm going to be very sparing with this. Very sparing. Yep. Morning, Dad. Morning, buddy. My kid just woke up. I had some really weird stuff in it. 15 million. Wow. I was saying to Eleanor earlier that I'm not sure. I started live streaming last Friday with the intent of it being something I do every Friday. And last week I was doing a build. I was, playing with foam and stuff, and I had my camera in a different spot, and it was easy. It was an easy stream to do. This mini painting thing with camera in my way, this is a little bit more difficult because I have to put my hands in an unnatural spot. And it's not, and I'm using my phone, so it's not really picking up a whole lot of the detail. The color shifts, unfortunately. Because I will say this looks a whole lot different than what you're seeing. And I keep hitting my phone with the paintbrush handle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, how many years did you do it? Oh, that's not good. I hope so. I know occasionally I've been doing this, which I'm trying not to. Yeah, how many years did you stream? Two and a half, maybe three. Yeah. Yeah, I can see how that would be muscle memory to shake. The next bag of just why. You were planning something, Anon, that's for sure. It is hobby work. Okay. Geez, I wish you guys were getting a better picture. This is... Maybe if I turn this one off. Nope. Definitely needed that light. Okay. Shameless plug is shameless plug. Yeah, definitely need the light. Like, oh my God, I gotta stop banging this arm, man. All right. Brighten this up one more time. Another drop or two of water because I've been adding without thinning it. Nope, not bright enough. Let's try again. Oh, my wet palette's drying out. Yeah. I know. I know. But as you can see, my wet palette is starting to dry out and the paper is pulling up, and I'm not going to be streaming for 4 hours. And I am just about done with what I'm doing here anyway, so I don't need all of that. But yeah, what I usually do is I will lay out the colors I want and do the side by side mixing, like you said. So basically just doing what is amounting to orange, just a little bit here and there. What I'm doing here, I'm just kind of focusing on this Y shape around her butt. And just a little bit here on the hips. More exposed areas of her upper sleeves here. Just at the very ends. And then this kind of like upside down horseshoe shape on her other hip. Just to make these bits stand out a lot more. Metal scheme is. That's always nice. You didn't miss anything. Just me talking because I have not got the hang of this live stream thing yet. Missed talking, utter calamity, dramatic. Yeah. That looks terrible. I do not like how bad the stream video looks, guys. I am sorry about that. And no, I'm not saying that just to cover up a crappy paint job. So you're making her a diorama piece of your own design. You got a story for her. Not so much a story. Just the idea of putting her in that space, coming down the staircase. That's all. Looks fine. It will always look different in person. Yeah, I know. I'm just don't want anybody thinking I'm a hack. I mean, I am, but don't want anybody actually figuring it out.
Does my old OJ ball need to be empty?
You need to drink it, bud. But what?
I have the cup to drink it.
Okay. All right, just a sec, guys. I gotta go help my kid get his breakfast.
Yes.
I will be right back. Promise. Okay, I'm back. Some models on eBay. The seller contact me. Have an emergency surgery. Offer me a refund. Don't just wait. All right. To fix my water palette. Tempting to rehydrate my palette. Okay. I got a new wet palette recently. Mine died. Yours died? How does a die? Yikes. Okay. That's a little better. Accidentally leave a wet sponge of paper. 2 years? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Jeez. Hmm. Trying to decide if I want to go any brighter on that purple or not. I don't know. I also don't know what color I want to paint the corset style thing that she's wearing. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. But I need to finish up the sword. It does have like molded chips and stuff in it, which I did put some silver paint in. You can barely see them. Oh, you can kind of see them there. I'm a little unsatisfied with how it looks, but what did I use on her leg? Again, like I said, I did this so long ago. It's brown of some sort. It might be Mordfang. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to hold off a little bit on that because there is detail on that bodice that I can't see very well without a magnifying glass. So I can't do that right now. I mean, I could like just throw on a base coat, but yeah, I would rather get her hand painted first and the mask in case, because they're going to be lighter. Um, I think for really feathery stuff she's got back here, probably will stick to the box art for that. Yeah, it's a boot, a boot. Uh, yeah. It's kind of a mess. I got to clean that up too. But like I was saying, the feathers, I'm going to try to copy the box art, which is right behind me. Hang on. Yeah, so I kind of want to copy the box art. That's still going to match what I'm doing. Yeah, and there's that bat wing I was telling you about as the alternate arm. It's a pretty cool model. I like it. Yep, do tricky bits first, possible easy effects if you get pain elsewhere. Yeah, Tawny Owl. So yeah, this is gonna take a lot of time. I don't know if and it's probably what I'll do next, but I'm not sure I want to get into it now. I don't know. I'm not sure. You like the model more than the art? What do you mean? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do some dry brushing to finalize it. I'm not sure what you mean by liking the model more than the artwork. Uh, I'm seeing the model in 3D around. I don't like the viewing angle. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, that can see it here. Gotcha. They are hiding the sassy hip. Yeah. Um. Okay. I guess I'll start the feathers. Decisions. What do I start with, though? What do I got? Flat Earth, maybe. I didn't think about doing this part of it today. I think Flat Earth will work. They're afraid that she's going to look too smexy. I don't know. See, it was the part of the reason why I bought it was the pose, and the other reason was the dress. Because I love painting cloth like that, cloaks and things. But yeah. So the front cover is this picture. It's just lots. It's smaller. So this is what I saw on the shelf, and I was like, "Ooh, I like that." And then I saw that it came with the optional arm, and that I really liked the mask. So I was like, "Yep, I'm buying this." And I immediately had the idea because, like I was saying, I don't play War, I don't play Age of Sigmar, and seeing that with mask, um, I immediately like this is going to be a piece for a diorama. This story, it's just because I tend to have more of um, a Dungeons and Dragons kind of mindset because I play that more than anything else, and I DM more than anything else. I just kind of saw it as kind of uh, a Curse of Strahd kind of thing, where the player characters first come into the mansion and she comes down the stairs and is standing on that landing looking down at them and slowly lowers that mask. Maybe she has, they have a bit of a conversation while she's holding the mask up, and they don't know right away that she's a vampire. And then she slowly drops the mask, feels that she is indeed a vampire. That's kind of what I was envisioning in my head when I saw the piece. I'm like, oh, I gotta buy that. Okay, so for the feathery neck piece, I am going to base it down with flat earth. It's a kind of a mid-brown, which I think will look good. I'm not going to squirt water drops on it, but I am going in with a very wet brush just to thin it out a little bit more. The Vallejo paints tend to be kind of thick. Use some spare torsos heads to make the statue. I would if I had some. I do have a lot of old metal minis that were a gift that some of them will make good statues. I actually used one for that exact purpose, and it was really fun to paint that up to look like an old tarnished copper statue. I unfortunately can't show it to you right now because it's been permanently glued into a piece that I have yet to finish building. Spare heads maybe, but aren't torsos always the limiting factor in modeling? Yeah. All right. So just gonna go in and just slop this on. And this is why I'm glad that I broke the head off. Because now I don't have to worry about that. Going back to term 28, bought a set of 10 plague monk bodies on eBay and bought sets of which also means I have 8 French soldiers to build. Well, see, you guys are in a different boat than me because most of the minis I had were gifted to me. I've never bought army boxes or sets of minis. I've purchased a few individual ones here and there from time to time. So I don't have spare parts. I've got like 20 Tyranids and 1 Space Marine because I bought that Space Marine board game a while back. And there were no extra bits on that. At all. So I've got a helmeted Space Marine head. And that's the only spare head that I have, because he had 2 heads. So as far as, spare bits and things, I've got nothing really, nothing to work with at all. Now, if you want to talk spare bits for Gunpla, um, then yeah, I've got a gigantic box full. You know, it always depends on what you're getting. My stuff has been stream money. To be able to make money doing this, that would be wonderful. Yeah. Jeez. So I got to go in here and do all these little adjusts around the fringe. And I can barely see what I'm doing right now, honestly. Which is why I'm avoiding doing any detail work while I'm streaming, because I just can't see. Use the Force Wizard. Isn't that what a Jedi is? A Force Wizard? I need to take a look through the magnifying glass real quick, because I am missing a lot. God. Public cleric mug. I was making a joke, guys. Come on. Okay. Watch as the hurricane. Yeah. Sorry. I told you it's hard for me to talk while I'm concentrating, which is why I'm probably not built for streaming, or at least not built for mini painting streaming. So yeah, I think that's a good base to go on. No, see, now I have a decision to make. Do I want to wash and dry brush? Or I know you're teasing. Or do I want to painstakingly layer the color shifts on that? I don't know. What do you think? Wash it. Yeah. Okay. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. And I happen to have some nice Agrax Earthshade. Jesus. I have got too much stuff in my way. I don't know if you can tell in the video or not. You probably can. Yeah, you can. The feathers there, they're like there's like 2 layers of them. So I am going to just do a light wash because it's a very small area. And then when I dry brush, I'm just going to dry brush the tips of each layer of feathers. Geez, the contrast is awful. So I need my teeny tiny, yikes. My teeny tiny dry brush is one that I made from an old junky brush. It was an old flat brush that I just trimmed down. You see, it's quite small. And it has served well for me to do detailed. Okay. Thanks for coming. I'm probably going to log off soon. Because I really can't do much more with feathers until that wash dries. And so, and to be honest, all of this stuff in front of me is going to get very annoying. So, So yeah, I think I'm going to sign off, guys, too. So thanks for stopping in and sharing your stories. Um, you know, I'd be interested to see if it's possible um, what you wind up doing with the Turnip 28 stuff, Anonymous. Great. Um, I have a disc for Adirondack Game Crafts. I haven't figured out how to be able to post a permit link. I should probably do that sometime soon. Everybody that's there, they can share all their own works and progresses and finished projects and things there. So that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, I accomplished the goal I wanted to today, which was to get more shadows and more highlights on her dress and on her arms. And yeah, I'm actually going to stop the stream and put all this stuff away and work on her some more without all of the equipment blocking my ability to do things. So, um, thanks for thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it, and thanks for the conversation. It was a lot of fun, and oh, I can. All right, hang on. I keep forgetting I can do that because I'm talking to chat, and I keep forgetting I can actually type things. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna open Discord and invite people. Copy. Like I told you, this is only my second time streaming, so I'm not used to doing things. So there you go. That should get you in. Boop, boop. All right, I see you in Discord. Thanks for joining. And I'm gonna quits for now. So thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for chit-chatting with me. I have a new video posting to YouTube next Tuesday. I make dungeon walls for my dungeon tiles because I am slowly building up a set that I can use on my table for and then I'll also be streaming again next Friday. And I will spend a little bit more time working out better ways so that I can more easily work and talk and chit chat than what I've got set up here today. So thanks, everyone, and have a great weekend. Bye.